Hey, my fellow NHLers, it's your friend Ebbs and Flows here, bringing you another episode of our Hut series. In this one today, boys, obviously we're going to finish our Elite Cup playoffs. We have a new addition to the team, so we'll get into that first. If you have not seen the first part of this mini segment, you could call it, go watch the first part of the Elite Cup playoffs. We opened some packs in that episode, and we also did the first two games. So I want you guys to see the full run. So if you haven't seen that first episode from Monday, go check that out. Now, getting into the new addition to our team, there he is, boys. Team of the Year, Seguin. Now, I know I got some suggestions from subscribers. It was Tarasenko or Ovechkin. But boys, I have enough snipers. I have 4 snipers on my first 3 lines. So the smartest play for me, for my team, was to just upgrade who was already there because of how good my team was already. Now, we had Tyler Seguin, regular card, with an assistant card on it. So I thought the smartest play would be to just simply upgrade him because he is a playmaker. He's right-handed. I've liked the way he played so far. So I just thought the smartest way to go about it was just to simply upgrade him. Now, I did move him to the first line, as you could see, and I moved Modano to the second. I wanted to get a lot of time with him, see how he was, so let's get into it. Third game of the Elite Cup playoffs. We do not start out well, boys. Not even a minute in. Now, could we have quit? Of course we could have, but we don't really play that, guys. This is Elite Cup playoffs, boys. I wanted to make this great. Let's just go for it. I don't want to quit. I don't want to be that kind of player. I totally have done it before, but whatever. We can come back. We can come back on anyone. I think we can beat anybody on any given day. So, as you can see there, Crosby to Bure back to Crosby, and he just claps one bar down. Later, Seguin over to Crosby, that first line, lighting it up. Great pass. Seguin on the score sheet in his first game. That is not the last of him, boys. So great pass. Sidney Crosby goes bar down again for his second goal. Unfortunately, later in the first, a costly turnover. Great finish by my opponent. Goes backhand with Patrick Sharp on the breakaway, making it 2-all, fellas. Rough start. Now, again, these 2 players I'm going to play today in these Elite Cup playoffs, if you haven't seen by the title, their records are outstanding. I can't stress enough how ridiculous these records are, which I'll obviously show you after each game, but it makes you think that they're boosting. They're probably good players, but the way they were skating with my team, and I know that his players aren't as good as mine, just because you can tell who they are, like Johnson in the middle and stuff like that. It makes me think they're boosting. If one of them finds us somehow and says, no way, I was not boosting, hey, I believe you. It just seemed like it. So anyway, off the face-off, Hosa snipes one bar down on me for a 1-goal lead. It's 3-2. 3 minutes left in the second period. Bad, costly turnover to Taves, I think it was. Or no, it was Modano. Throws it out to Hall for the finish backside, tying it up 3-all, boys. So that's going to do it for the second period of this game. Wild game. Like I said, I'm pretty sure this guy's got all his players boosted for playoffs. We're hanging in there, though. We're outplaying him maybe a little bit. We are 2 for 3 on power play, which is good. Still 3-all. We're beating them in shots by a little bit, but rough game, fellas. So let's stay with it. Lidstrom here, almost on the break. He goes backhand, forehand doesn't go, but he throws it backside to Crosby. Crosby just tipping it off the bar and in for that 1-goal lead. Now, we did give Crosby the assistant card instead of Seguin, and we moved Modano down to the second line like I mentioned before, so that's why he's got that assistant card. Now, on the power play, he comes down on a break, and unfortunately, boys, we're going to give up a rough one here. He throws it backside, and somehow, similar goal to both of our last ones, he puts it in. So, he has it all back tied up right at the start of the third. Tight one here, fellas. Alright, so a minute later in the third, We're going to work it around a bit. Taves throws it short side. No go. Hole coming around. He's going to look. Find Taves. Going to look. Find Seguin. But it gives Taves the goal. Or he might have been Madonna on that. I'm not sure. But it gives Taves the goal. I guess it bounced off his guy and in. That's a garbage goal. But boys, we'll take what we can get with only 4 minutes left in the third period. Third game of the Elite Cup playoffs. We're poking. He throws it out front again. Patrick Sharp, cross crease. Crucial goal with only 4 minutes left. It's 5-all. So lots of goals scored this game, fellas. We get a clapper at the end there for good measure. But guess what? This is going to OTZ. So 23-15 in shots. We're definitely outplaying him a bit, but his players are hard to stick with. I think they're all boosted. I'm pretty sure. It seems like it anyway. So about halfway through the first OT, Seguin is going to come down and prove his worth immediately with a rare overtime winner, boys. That was a rough and close game. Wow, so Division I Elite Cup playoffs are no joke. That was a tough one. And speaking of tough, let's go look at this guy's record. I think you'll be pretty astounded. His is not even as good as the second guy we play here, but it is really, really incredible. Let's get into it here. Solid win though, fellas. That was a rough one. All right, let's scroll down to him. As you can see, his ranking 15,000 something, not that great. But look at this record, boys. 98-13. That's the kind of record that screams boosting, just because it's really difficult to play that many games with regular players. I don't think you can get that many great players in that short amount of time and have that type of record. I mean, you guys tell me if I'm not trying to complain about it because it's in the game. I think if you boost, you can boost. It's part of the game. That's part of it. It's fine. Or maybe he's just as good as I am. I don't know. But it seemed like he was boosting. The record kind of screams it. Anyway, we had a solid win. He's obviously a very good player. So tip of the cap as always. But let's get into our final championship match. As you can see, we're trying to stuff it short side there. Great forecheck. Doughty coming down. Pulls up. Claps one, baby. In and out like a fast food restaurant. That thing went right in the top bar and came right back out of the goal. So good start for us about halfway through the first period. Again, we're playing another incredible player as far as I know. Again, his record kind of screams boost too. You'll see it at the end of the game. It's pretty absurd, but you gotta just deal with it when you're in the Elite Cup playoffs. So 1-0 at the end of the first. Getting into the second here, he's rolling down. Bertuzzi, is that, I haven't seen that card yet. I know Bertuzzi's an animal, that is for sure. And he's clearly got a hell of a slap shot because that thing just went right in past quick. But I haven't seen that card yet. I got to check that out. I might be into picking that guy up. Anyway, skating around here. It is tied up in the second period. We're trying to go for a bit of a snipe goal, and you know what? Stammer's going to help us with that. Great snipe by Stammer coming around right-handed. He keeps over-pursuing me in that corner, so we just kept going for it. So Pavelski with the assist. Anyway, 2-1, boys. Only 5 minutes left in the second. Great defense by us. It's not going to matter, though. We're trying to poke. We're trying to stick with them. Changing players. Trying to stick with them. Again, we're going to try to change players, but it's so way too late. He throws it cross crease to Bergeron. Again, you can see how quickly his players are moving. It kind of says boost, but you know what? Again, I'm sorry to keep bringing it up. It's just, my team is so good. I don't want you guys to think like, oh, ebbs and flows. You have this incredible team. You should be just spanking these dudes. I would think that too, and that's what I think going into each game, but guess what? They're mostly boosted, it seems like. Anyway, so we're going to expose his zone. As you can see, we're hanging. Look, I didn't realize he was doing this until the end of the game, and I'm like, you know what? This kid's just stacking the line every time, so let's take advantage. And you know what? And it works out. When you slow the puck down, we're going to throw it across crease. We're making it look easy there, aren't we? I think we were just so charged up all game. We're just flowing into his zone so quickly. I never really noticed he didn't have a forecheck going. We're just so fast to get up the ice that he's just trapping us. So if he's going to play the trap, we're going to slow the game down, make the smart pass, get him out of position, and go for it. All right, so we poke it away from Luongo here. There's only 8 seconds left, 7-6, and we throw it across crease to Taves for that good measure goal, getting a 2-goal lead, so 4-2 with only 5 seconds left. As you can see, that's pretty much going to be the end of the game, boys. So we are Elite Cup champions again. I think the last time Elite Cup champions were out, we did a video on it, and we won that one too. So great run for us. Great playoff run. Lots of close games, and like I said, in the title, these two guys we played are just have absurd records, boys. I mean, really, really tight competition. Like I said, even if they are boosting, that makes it that much more of a challenge for me. And, luckily we were able to come out on top in both of those games. Again, if these guys ever come across this video, which I seriously doubt they will because we're not too popular yet, apologies if you weren't boosting. I don't want to downplay your skill level or how good you are. It just seemed like it, and it's just my assessment. So I apologize to anyone who knows these people aren't boosting. So this guy is 6,000 something in the world. Again, the ranking really doesn't mean too much when you have a record like that. 142 and 19, 23 titles won. That's a record there, boys. That's a heck of a record. So Topher is his name. Wow, 142 and 19. Whoa, man. Well, I get it. I get it why it was a close game. These are tight opponents, obviously. All right, boys. So thank you so much for tuning into this episode. I really hope you enjoyed the Elite Cup run we just went on. It was certainly fun for me. Just in the background here, I'm just showing you my kind of record so far. And guys, I apologize for not taking your suggestions on this video. I have before with the Team of the Year Voracek, but it just wasn't. Those two guys aren't really a good fit for my team at the moment. I'm not sold on Seguin yet, so I may sell him, pick up someone else. I don't know. We'll see, but I do really appreciate the suggestions. I really do. Again, hopefully you guys are enjoying the content. Follow me on Instagram or Twitter if you'd like. It's Ebbs and Flows NHL for both of those. And like and subscribe if you boys are enjoying the content. All right, fellas, that's going to do it for me. I'll talk to you guys Friday. Tune in for another video. And as always, take care.